Hi, beautiful Aries souls. Welcome to Mocha Tarot. Today's love reading is coming through with such intense emotional energy, and I feel like someone is finally waking up to just how deeply you have changed them. Spirit is showing me a person who tried to control this connection. They may have pulled away, ignored what they felt, or convinced themselves that they could somehow move on, but listen, I feel like that distance only made everything stronger. This person keeps thinking about you. They are replaying what happened, the mistakes they made, and the ways they may have pushed away someone who is actually bringing love, support, and something beautiful into their life. And here's where it gets interesting. I feel a major awakening happening. This person is realizing, I need to step up. I need to show them how much they mean to me. I feel like they may be preparing a surprise, an emotional conversation, an invitation, or some kind of meaningful gesture that shows you they are no longer taking this connection lightly. Honestly, truth is coming to the surface. They may finally understand that it has always been you, and I feel they are getting ready to prove that with actions instead of excuses. So trust your intuition because something is shifting, this person's heart is opening, and they may be preparing to show you just how significant you truly are. And let's get into your reading.
It really feels like the foundation between you and this person started entirely in the mind. They were instantly captivated by your intellect and, the unique way you navigate the world. It's like your conversational vibe and how you articulate your inner thoughts just completely drew them in, honestly. They probably fell in love with your brain and like your communication style before anything else. Okay, right off the bat, the energy for this week is entirely focused on this beautiful dynamic of opposites attracting. You're dealing with someone who is basically your exact polar opposite, yet you somehow perfectly complete one another, whether it's a massive age gap, different beliefs, long distance, or just like wildly contrasting viewpoints. The contrast is huge. Even the core masculine and feminine energies at play here are just, fundamentally opposing forces. The way you view reality is just completely distinct from their perspective. But the truly magical part about your bond so far is that um it's like you desperately need that contrast to make sense of everything. You literally can't comprehend the darkness without experiencing the light. Where they fall short or completely struggle, you effortlessly step in and excel. It's like if you're a total numbers person, they're probably gifted creatively or with words, you know? Your strengths basically act as the perfect remedy for like their biggest weaknesses. This incredible balance between you two is what makes the dynamic so incredibly breathtaking. Surrounding yourself with someone who challenges your norm provides this massive opportunity for major soul growth. However, I'm sensing that all these stark differences originally served as a major roadblock. Those contrasting backgrounds or massive gaps probably kept you separated at first. First, they were terrified of external judgment or simply couldn't figure out how like a relationship could actually survive. It's like they couldn't logically see how two wildly different people could ever make it work, beyond just the mental connection. There's this unbelievably powerful, raw physical attraction coming through. This magnetic pull you share is rapidly evolving into something deeply profound and lasting. When you deeply stimulate someone's mind and genuinely click on an intellectual level, it absolutely ignites like a fiery passion everywhere else. Whether you've crossed that physical line yet or not, the sheer intensity of this chemistry is completely undeniable. It probably started off feeling like purely physical lust because they just couldn't comprehend the true depth of the bond. But whenever you two actually interact, it sparks an electricity that they just, you know, absolutely cannot explain with logic. When you and this person are actually together, it's almost like their whole world kind of shifts. They start to realize you're like the genuine article. They feel incredibly lucky. And it's almost this vibe where they just see stars. I don't know why, but I just got that feeling like they literally see stars in your eyes. there's an exchange of data between the two of you guys, or an exchange of whatever that's very, very different. And I think that you feel this person thinking about you a lot, sexually, intimately, whatever it may be. And you may even, like, I get like this person fantasizes a lot about you, about the times that you've had, or if you and this person have not been intimate yet. What it would be like to be with you, to lay next to you. And I get that with this person. I don't think that they've ever had this level of intensity. So everything with it is highly magnetized and magnified with your energy coming in here, and this person feels like they're being divinely guided towards you. They feel like there's something here. This love will be divinely guided. Trust the process. In this relationship, you're exactly where you need to be. Whoever you're dealing with is stubborn because all they see is the opposite. They see the opposite. Oh, they're different than me. They're different. There's always an excuse as why you and this person cannot work it out versus why you can. And I feel like here with divinely guided card has come up over multiple readings with different decks. So God in the universe, your ancestors, whatever, everyone is trying to guide this person, you and this person, back together. And I feel like with this person, they've always tried to put it off as, oh, it's just something intimate, when that's not the case. There's a lot here for you and this person to do. And I feel like within a few weeks, things are going to change where this person is going to take some type of quick action where it's like this moment in time where something passes through very, very quickly. And it is going to be a sign that you and this person are meant to be with one another. It is going to be a sign that you and this person are guided towards one another. But I also think that for some of you guys, whoever you're dealing with, this person needs to end some type of serious relationship or some type of long term commitment that they've been in. Whether that's them being married, whether that's them, being in a situation with others where others are controlling them. There's something here that they need to end, that they've been guided to end. For a lot of you, you've been put into this person's life to help them end this toxic situation, this karmic situation that they've been in. With another person, with a job, with a family, whatever it is, God put you in this person's life to show you that there is a different way to do it, that their way is not the only way for them to succeed. And this person may stay in this type of energy because it's transactional, because it's what they know, it's traditional, whatever it may be. But that's why I feel like you've been placed in this person's life to say, hey, I know that you've always done it this way, but you also can do it this way. You're meant to shed a different light on this person. You're meant to show them, hey, there's two paths here. You can continue down that bumpy road that leads to nowhere, that leads, through the desert of torment and struggling. Or you can pivot and do something different, and over here, this is paved, this leads directly to the city or directly to a beautiful outcome. It's really up to you, but this person has to make this decision to end things. And I think for a lot of you guys, this decision to end some type of long-term commitment with a karmic, I do feel like that is coming in here. Because with this person, they have to do the shadow work. This relationship will trigger you to express your shadow side. There's so much you can learn. This person is learning what is positive and what is negative. This person is looking at you and they're comparing you to this karmic energy, and they're saying, wow, my divine counterpart would have never done that. Okay, my divine counterpart would have never allowed me to get away with that, because the beautiful thing about your energy is that you're very strong. You have a sense of self-love for yourself. So if this person is doing things the wrong way, you don't have a problem stepping in and saying, whoa, hua, wait, that's wrong, right? How you're doing things, it's not fair, it's not right. And believe it or not, your realist friends are the friends that are going to tell you that you're wrong. Your realist friends are going to be the ones that are not yes people. With this karmic energy, I do feel like they've caused a lot of chaos. But part of the problem with this person is that they've accepted the way that your person has treated them for transactional purposes, for materialistic purposes. Oh, they treat me horrible. Oh, well, I still have them. They think that they won, but they really didn't win. You're not winning if your person has no respect for you. See, what you've done here is you've created this level of respect. No matter what your person, if you and your person are not talking, or even if you and this person aren't you and your person are talking, there's a level of respect that your person has for you because you've always been very unselfish. You've always been very balanced. You've always been very consistent. You stick with what you said from the beginning. This is who I am. This is my morals. This is my compass. This is what I believe. And the moment that this person steps out of bounds, out of your moral compass, you don't have a problem calling them out on it, saying, no, that's not okay. But you always do it in a sense where you allow this person the ability to make the decision for them. It's different than a karmic energy because I feel like with the karmic energy, they force this person into a situation, they force this person by tying their hands to agree and to submit, where for you, you give them the information and you allow them the ability to make right or wrong. And we're human, unfortunately. So sometimes we do make decisions based off of ego, which is wrong. But the reality is, you've given this person the ability to have the knowledge. And even if they make the wrong decision, they're still thinking about the things that you've said. They're still in this place where they are doing the shadow work, even if they're not saying you're right. This person is still doing the shadow work. Nonetheless, they're still very focused on what you said, right? Teamwork, whatever you lack, they got you. And vice versa, you have found a teammate in love and in life. That's exactly what I said with this opposites attract card. This is a beautiful situation that can develop. And it probably has developed over time where the two of you understand one another. This person can look at you and you know exactly what they're thinking, exactly what they want to say to you, even without them saying. There may even be moments where you say something to this person and this person looks you in the eye and says, I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to ask me that because this is such an intense bond. This is a bond that's like nothing else. This is a bond where it's meant to have a beautiful romantic ending. This is a fairy tale type of love where it has a very universal, archetype. You've always been very hopeful and believed in this happily ever after. You believe in love. And I think that with this person I can't like, this person's always kind of been a loner. And I feel like people that tend to be loners in life, it's because they've been hurt by a lot of people. So instead of opening themselves up to love, if somebody's been hurt to a certain extent, they tend to close down. And I'm getting that with this person. But what's happening here is with this shadow work, this person is going deep and they're in deep observation here. They're doing a level of self examination where they're exploring their unconscious mind. They're trying to understand what are they missing. Because right now, if you and this person are not in union, they feel empty. And they want to know, they want to understand. That's why I think that they've disconnected themselves from the world because they're in deep thought about how exactly does this work? What is a deeper meaning? Why do I have these hidden emotions that I've always passed off as maybe something very intimate or maybe something sexual, but now they're acknowledging their true feelings. They're realizing that you are a supportive system to them, that their perception was wrong, that you have a level of substance. And now this person is looking deeper into their conscious and they're trying to figure out how to fix it. How do I repair this? because you and this person as a team work beautifully with one another. There's a lot of working parts. I feel like 2-year relationship with the karmic. Some of you may have kids, some of you may be married, they may be married, whatever it may be, whatever your situation is, right? Because we all have different situations. This person feels like they need to fix it. And I think that they're in this process where they're trying to understand how to fix it, how to make the adjustments, because they want to make things right. They don't want to leave things the way that they left them. But at the same point in time, they feel like they need to be very strategic. They need to plan. They need to think ahead. They need to think, if I make this move, then what's next? And I feel like with this person, they've been stuck for a period of time on having to follow certain boundaries, on having to follow certain rules and regulations. They've been wound very, very tightly for a period of time. And I feel like this person, there's some level of truth that they need to tell you that they've not vocalized yet. And with this energy, they may have had a very codependent type of energy where they were afraid to let go of their old coping mechanisms. But just because the cassette player works doesn't mean, think about it, like, this right technology is always changing, everything is always evolving with this person. They're so stuck with what they know. Oh, I like cassettes. Okay, so you're going to have a cassette tape in your car versus just streaming it from your phone. That doesn't make logical sense, right? This is about a level of evolution. And I think that with this person, they're realizing that the way that they see things, the way that they've done things, it's the opposite of growth. It's holding on to toxic situations. Now, this person is in a place where they've done the shadow work, so they're ready to surrender, right? They understand that surrendering brings you and them closer together, because there's a certain chemistry between the two of you that is this energy that it doesn't matter how long you guys are not in communication, how long you guys haven't seen one another, it's pulling the two of you guys together. And even if this person hasn't validated their love for you in the 3D, they're beginning to understand why they're attracted to you, because you work as a team. You tell this person, what, maybe I would have done it a little bit different, but that's okay. So, how about looking at it from this perspective? You encourage this person, right? Think about teamwork. I got you. Whatever you lack, I got whatever I lack, you have. This is a situation where I feel like this person really wants to come in and balance the scales out and really wants to work together as one on creating a very solid foundation here, because again, they're feeling divinely guided to change the what they've been doing, to do this shadow work, to acknowledge that this energy here, it's shadow, it's not healthy anymore, it doesn't fit them. It's time for them to grow, it's time for them to evolve. This person wants to stay a caterpillar their entire life. It doesn't work like that. That's why the universe or God comes in and he creates these major tower moments, these tower moments that rock us, right? And at first, there's moments where we say, like, why are you doing this to us? Why are you hurting us, right? Why? Why did you take this away from me? But the reality is, tower moments have to happen because it shifts our perspective and it gives us a higher level of understanding and also a higher level of learning as to what something is. And I feel like with this person, you're going through tower moments with them, but these tower moments, what it's doing is it's aligning the two of you guys together. That's what it's doing majorly, because what this person is realizing is that you are a mature relationship. Whether you're older or not, this unit will be focused on companionship, support, dependability, and love. That's teamwork, right? When you play sports as a miniature of life, this is something my dad has always told me, right? It teaches you responsibility. It teaches you, how to be dependable, how to support one another, how to love one another, how to be responsible. I mean, there's multiple things how to work hard. What this person is realizing is that you're not trying to push them for your benefit. pushing them for their benefit. You're pushing them for their benefit. You're pushing them for the benefit of your relationship together because you see the best version of them. You see the high vibrational version of them. You don't see the 3D version of them. You've acknowledged it, but you know that that's not who they truly are. The karmic is their 3D version, but you're not. So you see much, much past that, right? Much further past that, you see something very, very different in this person, and this may not be your person if you're in a negative place, because true divine counterparts understand that this person has to go through this tumble, right? You're taking a rock and you're polishing it. It's going to be a little bit bumpy for a period of time until it's where it needs to be. And that's okay, because when you are with your true divine counterpart, you see past everything else. But you are human, so there may be moments in time where you're upset, where you're angry at this person, you're angry because they don't see what you see, or they're not acting upon what you see, and that's okay. But in moments like that, that requires a level of self-reflection. Even if you need to vocalize it and then pull back and have a sense of self-reflection. Why am I so angry? Why am I so upset? I'm upset because this person isn't doing what they're supposed to do for their highest good, but that has nothing to do with you. It says more about them. They have a little bit more learning to go through. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make a drink. One time I had my twin say to me, well, can't you just create the tower moments for me? Can't you force it? And I remember looking and saying, absolutely not. I'm not here to force a tower moment. I'm here to show you, you make a decision. It's up to you. And that's what it is, being in a mature relationship. Mature relationship, it's not about control. It's about making the right choice, because that's what's best for the whole. That's what's best for you two as one. And I feel like with this person, they're beginning to see that with you, you're not going to yell at them, you're not going to scream at them. This is a very different type of relationship, which may be why they're scared, because I get that with this karmic, there's a lack of love. Whoever they're dealing with, they may spend a lot of money. This energy, it almost feels like day and night opposite you. And this person are complete opposites, but if they've been doing something for so long, for a period of time, that's naturally what they're used to. They're used to this arguing, they're used to this push and pull, they're used to playing mind games. And with you, the moment that the mind games and everything stop is when you just remove your energy. Okay, you're going to do that. All right, cool. Well, I'm going to go ahead and give you some space, because that's not my energy. And I'm vibrating at a level that's so high that you're not going to knock me off of my frequency, my level of happiness. Because what's happening here is this karmic is a double in disguise, and I get common law union. They were together. It's not a traditional relationship. They may even be in a relationship where it's open, but you're not like that. So things that worked on the karmic are not going to work on you as soon as you remove your energy and remind yourself what your purpose is. Your purpose is to lead. Your purpose is to show, but it's not to force. What messages do you have for this divine collective here? Into the unknown. I love this card. You must proceed without knowing what the future holds. Conquer your fears of the unknown. This is the art of detachment, though, right? Like, with the art of detachment, it's not detaching from this person, it's detaching from an outcome. It's saying, I love you, and I don't know what's going to happen. Whatever happens, happens, because we ultimately don't have control. The only thing we have control of is ourselves. And I get that with this person, they're ready to take this step into this unknown with you, because they're realizing that this is a mature relationship. They're realizing that they've been very immature, that they've been caught in in a level of delusion and illusion with this karmic energy. I also get to that with your person absence, having a dry spell or sex drought can be frustrating, but it doesn't have to be. Take this time to love yourself first. I don't think that this person is being intimate with this karmic. I don't think that this person is being intimate with other people. I think that they're being guided right now into this unknown to ask themselves what they really want and to do this shadow work. And I don't think that there's any time for any type of negativity or toxicity that's going on. I think that this person is refraining from it because the reality is, I think that even if they do try to be intimate with somebody else, the only person that they can think about is you. And then they compare everybody to you. So it makes it even worse, this energy. And I also get for you too, there is something in this type of abstinence where it's almost like a purification process. And I feel like this person may be somebody who is very sexual, so they control people with their sexual urges. But now I think that they're sitting here and they're saying, but what means more to me? I want somebody to love me for me. I want somebody to love me for my minds. I want to be able to sit here and have a conversation. I want to be able to sit here and watch a movie with somebody and laugh. I want my best friend next to me. It's no longer just about sex with this person, and I think that this is a major elevation, and it's a major transition that's happening from source infatuated love, whether you're falling fast or it's a romantic obsession. Stay grounded before you get caught in illusion. I feel like this person is infatuated with you. I feel like this person is infatuated with you, which is why they pull back because they truly do love you. You have a very insatiable type of energy. They want more. It's becoming obsessive. But the problem with that is it scares them because at first they panned it off on, oh, I'm just obsessed because of the sexual chemistry between the two of us. Or because there's this passion, there's this undeniable force that I want them. But in reality, it's because you and this person are twin flames, right? You and this person are meant to be with one another. This is a situation where the two of you are protected by love. Your partner will be very protective over you and feeling obligation to take care of you. Just make sure it's not possessive. I think with infatuation, it is possessive energy. But part of it being a possessive energy is because they hold themselves back from truly having you, from truly allowing themselves to be in this mature relationship for them to realize that, hey, you're in it for the long haul. You're not in it for the short haul. You don't need to be possessive over me. I am yours. You are mine. We are one. And I get that with this person, they're going through this very manic energy. This will be deep and intense love that could trigger possessive behavior and make you act out of character. You're making this person act out of character. Even people in this person's life are saying like, "Hey, why are you doing that? Why are you saying that you don't talk about soulmates. You don't talk about, love like the people around your person can automatically see that there's something off with them. They're not the way that they used to be. Look, Six of Swords, this person wants to pick up the phone and have a conversation with you, right? They want to talk to you. They want to see what needs to be said in order for things to move forward. For some of you, you'll be receiving a phone call within the next 6 days from this person, and you and them will have a sense of progress because I get overwhelmingly that this person is watching you. And the reason that they're watching you so strongly is because they're in this very possessive energy, this twin flame manic energy. They're in this energy where it's like they can't help themselves. And I feel like they're watching you, but be careful because with this Six of Swords, it's still a lack of communication. There's still something here that this person needs to vocalize, but that they're not saying. And I think that this person knows that they owe you some type of communication because the way that they were going about things, they were going about things to have a sense of control. They were approaching you in a very karmic like energy, and that's not healthy. And I feel like there's something here between the two of you where something is made right. This communication, it's all air. This communication that's coming in is going going to set the skills right. It's going to set things right. But there's information that you're missing, and there's information that this person has purposely left out in order to keep you in the dark, in order for you to not find out that they were manipulating the situation in order to benefit them. Whether it was because they needed more time, whether it was because they were trying to handle this karmic energy, this third party, whatever it may be, this person was like, I need more time to figure things out. But guess what? Karma is here. And not only are they receiving karma spiritually, but they're also receiving karma materially. They may be having money problems. They may be going through some type of court case. They may be losing certain things. There's things that are happening in the physical and the 3D to this person because of how they've treated you. And I feel like this person needs to open up and they need to communicate something to you, to what's going on, so that you understand the entire perspective. And I feel like this person judged you. I feel like this person judged you unfairly. And I feel like at first, this person had this energy of, um, I'm going to get what I want. I don't care what it takes. I'm going to do whatever I need to do in order to obtain what I want to obtain. But now this person wants to make it right. They want to come over and they want to tell you how they feel about you, the Six of Wands. It's it's an energy where this person views you as somebody that's very beautiful, very attractive, very handsome. They understand that with you, it would be a victory. With you, they could have everything. There's good news coming in here with this Six of Wands, right? This person wants to communicate. They want to praise you. They want to recognize you for all the progress that you've made. I also give for some of you guys. You may be on social media influencers, or you may just maybe in a profession where people are acknowledging you, they feel like you're on display. That's what I'm getting. And I feel like for this person, they feel like you have multiple options. And now this person is in this energy, this Aries energy, where they want to take control. They're very determined. They're very focused because you're over here, very confident. Okay, that's fine, right? You want to pull back, that's fine, go ahead. Because see, the lack of communication is what's going to force this person to open up and say something, because they want to know what you're doing. They know that you're succeeding. They know that if they want you, they know other people want you the same. And I feel like there's a lot of emotions that have been repressed with this person. This person wants to hold you. They want to feel you. They definitely want a reconciliation to come in here with the Six of Cups. They want to feel good again. I don't know why, but I just I just got that message. Like I just want to feel good again. They want to feel your love, they want to feel your energy. Whoever this person is, the one thing that they miss is your energy. Even if you message them and they didn't respond, it's like they want you to reach out to them again because it makes them feel like they care. Because right now, this person is so scared that with you coming in with this Six of Wands energy, they're like, they're going to meet somebody who's going to come swoop them off their feet. And then I'm going to be without them because the reality is this person has never felt love like this. That's why they're stuck in their head. That's why there's this sense of anxiety. That's why they're trying to make this situation right. And I think that with this energy, this person is conflicted with whether or not they have the ability to give you what it takes to be happy with you, to share with you, to love you the way that you need to be loved. How do they feel about the collective right now? How does their divine counterpart feel about this collective right now? The King of Pentacles. You are their person. If they were going to commit to anybody, truly give their souls as anybody would be. They love you, they're very possessive over you, but they view themselves as your divine counterpart. They view themselves as your husband, as your wife. You make them happy. Not only do you have the 10 of Cups, but then you also have the 10 of Pentacles. I mean, hello, can I come in? I mean, let's take a look at this. The 10 of Cups to me is an emotional sense of security. The 10 of Pentacles is physical security, right? Sometimes the 10 of cups can be puppy dog love, or sometimes 10 of cups can reflect as like an energy that's fantasy. But reality is this person knows that their fantasy can become reality, and it's because you and this person are meant to be with one another. You are very special to this person. This person views you as a star. They know that there's something, they've seen it the moment that they locked eyes on you, the moment that they saw you. They knew you were special. But you know what? They're having this judgment moment, right? It's like God is coming forward again with divinely guided, and they're illuminating to this person everything that they can have with you, but this person is going to have to fight for it. This is a lesson for this person. This is Saturn energy. This is a lesson. What lesson is their divine counterpart learning? Please, Spirit, can you show me what lesson? Seven of Swords, right when you're sneaky, when you're living a double life, when you're not being honest with yourself, when all you care about is materialistic possessions. What happens? What happens? What happens? The Eight of Swords, you're stuck in a bad place, you're in your head, right? The Moon card keeps coming up. It's delusions. This what's being illuminated here with this person is that not everything is as it seems. The materialistic world, it's not real. That's not true real happiness. If this person chooses this pinnacle energy, they're never going to be happy. They're never going to be fulfilled. And this is another Saturn energy. This person is learning a lesson on what they've been hiding. This person has been learning a lesson on hiding who they truly are, repressing their emotions, being deceptive, right? Being scared. What is this person scared of with the divine collective? What is this person so scared of with the divine collective, the Knight of Swords? That you're not who you say you are, the Four of Cups, that they can't live up to your expectation, that you're going to be unhappy with them once you finally have them. They compare themselves a lot, and they feel like they create imaginary conflicts in their head. I also get with the King of Swords verse, they're scared that if they make an unlogical decision, if they make a lot, if they make a decision with their heart, that things are going to fall apart in their life, that they're going to be miserable. They're scared of whatever they're going to lose, that they're not going to get back. That's what they're scared of. Because why was this King of Swords in reverse spirit, please? Seven of Cups, they're worried that it's in a level of an illusion. They're worried that if they overly commit to you, or if they commit to you, that it's not what it seems. It's almost like the Seven of Cups or the seven sins, pick your sin, whatever one you want. They feel like if they choose you, that they don't know what's going to come. That's why they're trying to be very logical. That's why they're trying to say, okay, 1+1 is 2. But me with them is not 2. Me with them is, I don't even know, it's not even a number. That's why this person is struggling right now. What messages do you have for the divine collective when it comes to their counterpart? Okay, the Magician is here. Things are being worked out. This is something where you know it's a problem that needs to be solved. You know, your person has all the tools that are necessary. They may not understand why, but everything in your relationship is here. See, the Fool goes on the journey. They don't know why they're going on the journey. They're just like, I know I'm supposed to start this journey, but they don't have the tools. The Magician has the tools, but they're still left in the dark. I have, clarity, I have my emotions, I have, my physical, and now I have action. But now what do I do? What do I do here? And to be honest, with this energy that's coming in, the one thing that's been lacking with your person is, um, is Wands. It's a lack of action on their part. They've been stalling it for a period of time. So this person knows that they have everything that it takes. You have everything that it takes to make them happy, but they just don't understand what the significance is just yet. They still may be in this place where they're trying to understand it. But the one thing that they can't deny is how happy that you make them. You've illuminated aspects of their heart, of their life. You've made them believe in love again, where your intentions are pure. They've never felt love like this before. You've changed them completely. You're a breath of fresh air. This person really, truly does love you. You guys are soulmates. You guys are, for some of you, you are twin flames. There is reconciliation coming in here, but I feel like with your person, they feel guilty and their own guilt is holding them back, but they're being encouraged to work through that guilt. They're being encouraged to move forward with you, to take those steps, to do the right thing to heal. And the thing about the Three of Pentacles again, which is Capricorn energy, and this is Mars energy, Mars and Scorpio, and you also have Capricorn, Mars, and Capricorn. This is a very sexually charged energy, Mars and Capricorn and Mars and Scorpio, but this is an energy where it's like this person needs to work on it. This person needs to work on what broke them up, what broke you guys up, what stopped the communication. Why did they stop talking to you? Why did you stop talking to them? What do they need to do in order to move forward? But the one thing that's coming forward very heavily is the fact that you have this chariot, and with the chariot here, the chariot is always overcoming obstacles. It's getting these opposites that attract on the same page. And guess who's driving the chariot divinely guided? You're not driving the chariot, God is. So this energy is very beautiful that's coming in, but I feel like this person has to work on it. This person has to work on getting back on the same page as you. They have to work on doing what's best for them. It's not what's best for you, it's what's best for them, for their growth, what's going to make them happy. And that's something that I feel like they've been fighting for a period of time. This person has created boundaries, but I also think too you've created boundaries that this person is now going to have to fight for you, because I think for you, you said, okay, fine, I'll go ahead and walk away. You don't want to do it. Fine. Okay, you're in control. Another Saturn energy, you're in control. And the thing about Saturn and Sage is that it's like, all right, just kind of goes with the flow. And I feel like with you, you're stressed, but you're tired of being disappointed. You have the willpower, but you also understand that you have to walk away from the way that this stall is going with this Nine of Wands. If things are at a stall, you have to walk away from it in order for you to have a new start. It's the same thing with this person. Their house is on fire. Are they going to sit in the house and think everything is okay? Or are they going to say, you know what, it's not working. I got to move away. That's where this person's energy is. And I get that this person is very focused, very, very focused. You have the Empress and you also have the Lovers on you, on creating, on co creating, on doing the right thing right. You get three cards. Can you give me three twin flame messages, please, for the collective? You show up in my dreams and it helps me process buried memories. Person is dreaming about you a lot. You're guiding them. The 18th may be significant this month. I'm beginning to focus on my mission and our connection as part of that. That's also when Mercury goes directed. 11/11, we are coming into union. I think that on the 18th, there's something between the two of you that gets worked out. I do feel like for a lot of you guys, you are going to be coming into union with your person very, very quickly. But I think that with your person, here's another eight. Eights are coming in strong. They're trying to understand exactly what the connection is so that they can make the right move. They're trying to be logical in something that's really about heart. One more, please. One more. Oh, we got two. Here's another 11 love like ours can change the world. Patterns from our ancestral bloodlines. You and this person have a soul mission together. You have three mission cards. But this is really about timing and their intentions being right during this time period. So um they're really starting to grasp what living in that 5D connection with you actually feels like. It's like no matter the physical distance, they can completely sense your energy surrounding them. This whole dynamic is, you know, rapidly shifting and just coming back together so beautifully. It's like everything you've both been hoping for is actively manifesting right in front of your very eyes. All right. That's all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care. Bye bye.